going to get straight into this book haul. So I've separated it into a couple of different groups. The first ones are not actually for me, these are for my friend. So we've got Jane Austen, no. We've got Pride and Prejudice. Let's try that again. We've got Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So this is a Penguin Classics edition. I know there's a couple of different types of Penguin Classics, but I don't know what they're called. And this one I got for 50 cents. All of these ones for my friend actually I got for 50 cents. She asked me to get some classics at a fete I went to. So I went, and the first time I went they were $1 each, but I didn't know which ones I was getting her, so I waited, and then when I went back they were 50 cents each. I bought a bunch for myself obviously as well. And then the second one is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. So this one is a Claremont Classics. That's the cover, looks very nice. I haven't read either of these, but my mum has copies of them in these really nice editions, so I've got those. This is one of my mum's favourite classics. It's A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. This is the, doesn't say what, Eyre Books Limited, if you're interested in this edition. I do quite like the cover. Again, I haven't read this one, but it's on my list. Call of the Wild by Jack London, is it? Oh, I got it right. Haven't read this one either. I'm not giving synopses of classics because they're pretty well known, hence classics. Obviously it's about a dog. This one is by Scholastic Classics. And then another Claremont's classic is Oliver Twist. Now I have read some of this, but I didn't read it hard copy. I read some of it on my iPad. I think I had to read it for school, but not all of it. But this one is about a little boy called Oliver Twist, and he's an orphan. If you didn't know, I just said I wasn't doing synopses. I do want to read that again because I want to read it properly. So those are the ones for my friend, and 50 cents each, Australian dollars, so that's cheaper than American if you're American. So yeah, that was $2.50 for all those, which is great. So now we'll move on to the classics that I bought myself. So I'm not big into classics, but I want to be big into classics. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera, I know I'm bad at this. I'm not big into classics, but I want to, so this is the first one I got and I love it. This is a hardbound Sherlock Holmes collection. It did come with a sleeve, a dust jacket, sorry, but I took it off. And it's also illustrated. It's very nice. I'm so excited. Here's another illustration. Oh, something just fell out. Don't you just love it when stuff falls out? 2013 Royal Show ticket. That's great for a child or secondary student. Cool. Okay, let's put that back in there. So that one's that. That cost me a, was it this one $1 or 50 cents? I can't remember. I think this one was 50 cents, which is crazy. Doesn't have anything on the back. And I believe, let's pull out again, I'll get it in a second. I did look at when it was printed. Is it 1986? I think this one's printed 1986. So that's pretty cool. I'm very excited to read. I have been wanting to read these for a while. I watched the show Sherlock when I was younger, so Benedict Cumberbatch in it. I loved it so much, so I definitely want to read those. We grab that ticket. Alright. The next thing I got is A Streetcar Named Desire. I don't know anything about this. The only... Oh, it's got annotations in it. It's been highlighted. Probably a school book. Yeah, symbolic is the only word I've seen written in there. This is a school book. That makes me so happy that... Oh, and represents his manhood. I love looking at these little annotations. That's gonna be fun. The reason I got this is because I heard of it from Big Bang Theory, and that is the entire reason that I got it. Is that Penny plays the main character, I'm assuming, in a little show of A Streetcar Named Desire. Oh, okay. I just saw it with an introduction by Arthur Miller, and he wrote The Crucible, which I really liked. So for a second I thought this was written by Arthur Miller, but it's not. It's written by Tennessee Williams. I should probably know that, but I don't. Next one is this little David Copperfield book, which is so tiny and I kind of love it, by Charles Dickens. And this one isn't illustrated again. So I think my mum pointed this out and I'd never heard of it. Sorry for people who like classics, I'm not big on classics. But my mum pointed it out, so I got it. This one I have heard of and I really want to read and I'm really excited for. Bridge to Terabithia by Katherine Patterson. This one I know, I mean, obviously the movie, but I haven't actually watched the movie, but when I was in high school in year 9, I think, yeah, 9? 8 or 9, we did, every house made a little production, and one of the houses based theirs on Bridge to Terabithia. And I never knew anything about the story until then, because I still haven't seen the movie and I hadn't seen it then. I just know it's really sad. So that's exciting. I actually have 2 copies of this next one. Secret Garden. The Secret Garden. So this one I got when I was in the school, it was my high school fete. I went back, because I graduated last year, I went back to go and look at it, because they do it every 3 years. And I was excited for the books. So this is by Frances Hodgson Burnett. They both are, obviously, they're the same book. So I got this one then, and I think I'd already got this one without realising that I already had a copy. So what I might do is see which one I want to keep, and I'll give the other one to my friend. I like the cover of this one more, but this one is better condition, but I think I might keep this one because it's just a prettier cover. We shall see. I have to decide soon because I'm going to see my friend today, give them to her today. Okay, the next book I have is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I'm really sorry if you can hear my budgie playing with her little cuttlefish thing that she never touches until I pull out my phone to start filming. But yeah, this is by Jane Austen. Again, I don't know anything about this. I don't read classics. I don't know anything about classics. This one is by World Classics This one is by World's Classics Oxford. That took too long. Okay, next one. I've read this and I love this. To Kill a Mockingbird. This I read in year 9 for my English class. My voice just got really weird. This I read in year 9 for my English class, but I read it on my iPad, and that was before I got into the idea that I actually don't like reading ebooks and I love having my own copies. So I've been wanting to get a copy of this forever. And I think this is just really nice, this kind of copy. I can tell you what this one's about. This one is about, there's this little girl called Scout. She's 6 and her older brother is called Jem and he's 13, I think. And basically it's Scout as a woman looking back onto when she was 6, and in the town that she was in there was a black man accused of rape or murder or both, I'm not sure. And Scout's dad, Atticus, who we love, I love Atticus, he is the lawyer for this man, and it's a very, very good story and it's gorgeous and I love it, and I'm very happy to have my own copy, and that's by Harper Lee. Alright, next one, Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte. See, this is where I get confused. Jane Austen. Okay, you can tell how bad I am at classics because I get confused if Jane Eyre or Jane Austen is the author. I'm gonna have some people hating me right now for that. But I know that this is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte because I know about the Bronte sisters. Again, I don't know anything about this book apart from... Actually, I know nothing about this book. This is a Puffin Classics edition. And this and The Secret Garden and the Black Beauty are all the same kind of editions. They have these gorgeous teal spines. So I got all those together in a like a kind of throwaway bag that someone was selling on Facebook Marketplace. I did not get it for those. I got it for something else, but I'll survive. So this is Black Beauty. I have read this, but I read this years ago, so like primary school, so over 7 years ago, or maybe like exactly 7 years ago. And Anna Sewell, I think that's how you say her name. It's about a horse called Black Beauty. Again, I don't know a lot about it, even though I've read this one. I just know that I loved horses when I was little, so I read it, and I think I liked it. It's also got a name in it. Someone's written their name in it. Oh, and that's the same name that was written on the back of Jane Eyre. I'm not going to show you the name, obviously. Interesting. I wonder if that's... No, because I didn't get those, so it was cool. Okay, anyway, rambling aside, that is all the classics that I have. Let me separate this stack. So these are the ones going to my friend. I've decided I will give her this edition of Secret Garden because I like the other one better. And all the other ones are for me. So that's 6 for my friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 for me so far. Woo. And these are the other ones. That was really scary. I thought it was gonna fall. Okay. Here's a lot of other ones. I think all of these are from the Fate, apart from one, which I got a couple of days afterwards because, you know, I need more books. So I'll just get straight into it. So the first book I got is The Help by Katherine Stockett. I've wanted to read this for ages, and because I've seen the movie and I loved the movie. I think I've seen it twice. I also love Octavia Spencer. She's that character, and she's the best character. But yeah, it's just a great movie. It's just great. It's a great story. So I'm really excited to watch that. I need to give synopses. So this is set in 1962, and it follows two black women. I think it's 2 black women. I'm not sure. So 2 black women and this writer. Basically in 1962 Mississippi. So very racist. I never know how much to say. Basically, the writer, who's called Skeeter Phelan. Skeeter wants to do a project to kind of point out the racism and gets the black women involved. That's basically it. Alright, this one I know nothing about, but I've heard about it, and it is We Need to Talk About Kevin by Lionel Shriver. I literally didn't know anything about it. I picked it up, looked at the back, saw that he kills some people. Kevin murdered 7 of his fellow high school students. I was like, that's horrible, and then I picked it up. Because, like, it was $1. Or was it 50 cents? I don't know. But I've heard about it, and I was like, I might as well get it. That was what I was doing this whole time, is like, it's $1, I'll get it. So this next one is Mr. Dickens and His Carol. Oh, look at that shiny. By Samantha Silver. It's interesting their name's Silver and they've got gold all over the cover, but that's fine. So I don't know anything about what oh, look at that. Look at the end papers. That is so gorgeous. Obviously I'm going to save this one until Christmas. But I don't know anything about it. And I like not going into my books. I like going into my books not knowing anything. But I really like the cover and the spine and this. Okay, this next one was a complete cover by, I know nothing about it, but it is The 14th Letter by Claire Evans. It's set in 1881. And again, that's all I know. Oh, that is an interesting, what do you call it when you give it to someone, when you say that it's for someone at the front? For Sonia, Helen and Margaret, you know what you did. I'm assuming it's like a nice thing, like, you know what you did, you meant so much to me, but I think of it like, you know what you did, you murdered someone, or something like that. I just have a dark mind. But it says, a murdered bride, a cryptic message, a dangerous secret. But just look at the cover. Can you see why it was a cover by? It's gorgeous. Anyway, let's put all those ones together. This is another one that I got. This one is another one that I got at the Fate. Kate Morton, The Distant Hours. So me and my mum both really like Kate Morton. So yeah, I just saw this and picked it up just because it's Kate Morton. I have read one of her books. Mum has read 2 of her books. I read The Clockmaker's Daughter. It was really, really good. Basically her books seem to go like into present day and then back in time, which is really interesting. So this one is present day in 1941, it looks like. So yeah, I'm excited to read that. I've got a couple by the same author. I'm trying to get them all together. Oh no, it is just these 2. Okay, these ones I know nothing about, but again, the author is Tim Winton. I know that Tim Winton is a good author. That's kind of all I know. This one is called Breathe, and the cover is really pretty. When paramedic Bruce Pike is called out to deal with another teenage adventure go wrong, he knows better than his partner, better than the parents, what happened and how. 30 years before, that dead boy could have been him. So he is an Australian author. I believe he wrote Blueback, yeah. So Blueback I have read and I did enjoy. So there's that, and then the other one of his that I got is, oops, The Turning, also by Tim Winton. Oh, are these a collection of short stories? I can't tell if this is short stories or not, because the chapters either all have names or are individual short stories. This is short stories. Oh, didn't know that. Right, cool. Okay, this is the one that I got afterwards. Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. Moyes? Oh, I'm gonna get all these wrong. I need to take this sticker off because it hurts my soul. I'll take it off later. I know nothing about this. I've never read a Jojo Moyes book, but I've wanted to, so I got this. It was $3. Set in the late 1930s. I seem to have a lot of historical fiction, which I'm not mad about. The next one is this. This is the, I think it's the Jersey Literary and Potato Peel Society, or it could be the Guernsey Literary Potato Peel Society. All I know is that if I say that to my parents, they'll tell me off because they've taught me how to say it like 10 times. But this is a gorgeous book. I just really like it. I know nothing about this one. Are you seeing a theme? A moving tale of post-war friendship, love, and books. Sounds great. Even though I'm not really into romance. But it's historical fiction, so of course I'm going to read it because I love historical fiction. Oh, and the end papers. I like little book pictures. Very pretty. It's a woman's weekly. Oh no, it just says Great Woman's Weekly Read, and I hate stickers. Okay, last 2 books. This one is A Gentleman in Moscow from Amor Towers? Not sure. I wanted to read this one and the cover is gorgeous. I did think of leaving it because I saw a hardcover in Dimmicks like a few weeks before I bought this. But then, what did I say? All together now, it's just $1. So I got it, and then I figured if I like it a lot, then I can get the nice copy and give this one away. 1922, obviously it's 20s, like look at the decoration on it. Again, I don't like to know a lot about it, so just I normally don't read the backs of books. When I read The Gravity of Us, I was like shocked by what happened at the end of the first chapter because I hadn't read the back of the book. It's just great that way. Okay, last book is Bird Box by Josh Malamann. I, like almost everyone, have watched the movie. I really, really liked the movie. I am not super into, well, I wasn't super into thrillers and horrors, but all of a sudden I just want to read thrillers and horrors. So I'm glad that I bought this. Yeah, this is like a fake sticker, like it's not a real, so I can't take it off, and that really irritates me. But you know what, it's fine. So yes, that was my enormous book haul. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Today I'm going to meet up with my friend who I do a book, like buddy book club thing with. And we're gonna flip a coin to see who picks the book, because last month we picked it together and that was our first month. So if I get it and I get to pick the book, I'm going to pick one of these because I have so many books. We are not going to Dimmicks and buying a book together like we did last month, because even though it was great, I don't need more books. I'm literally running out of space. I had to clear out my shelves yesterday and they still don't fit. They're like stacked in front of each other and I don't like that, but I have too many books. Yeah. So I wonder what book I'll pick if I do get my pick. Maybe The Help. Then I feel like I'm making her do English study. I kind of want to read, might pick Bird Box because it's like a thriller. And I just said I'm into thrillers at the moment. I'm reading Gone Girl right now. I'm not very far into it. I've been so busy with uni. Literally it's the, what is it, like the 10th? 8th, 9th? Hey Google, what's the date?
It is Friday the 9th of April 2021.
9th. I'm sorry if I just set your Google off. Thanks Google.
No worries. I'm here to help.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So it's the 9th and I haven't even gotten like a quarter of the way into the book, the first book this month. Normally I'm like at least finished one, probably halfway through the second. But uni has just been so busy, so I think I'll pick Bird Box or maybe Breathe. Or I could pick a classic. I mean, I'm giving her an edition of The Secret Garden, so maybe we could read that. Where's my edition? How long is The Secret Garden? 298 pages, her copy. How long's my copy? Stress me out. My copy is, oh, there's a Secret Garden quiz. That's exciting. At the back of my, oh, I'm definitely having this copy. Sorry, Ebs. Mine is 364 pages. Turn to page, oh, 394. Damn it. If you get that reference, I love you. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there because I finished like 3 minutes ago and I'm still rambling. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and which one you think I should read first. And also let me know what other books I should pick up in the future. Bye!